Combaticons! Merge into Bruticus! Never! Bruticus? No! Now, Megatron, who is the new Decepticon leader? Enough! You are.
Welcome back to the Titanium Hanger. This is Mike coming at you with the Magic Square MS-P03 Lord of War upgrade kits for their Bruticus in the Masterpiece scale, and I was on the fence on whether I was going to get this or not, and now that I've got it, I'm so glad I upgraded. I am glad. But it might not be for everybody, so no pressure. This is low pressure. I'm just showing you what it does and how to put it on. I'm going to as quickly swap it from this mode to the upgrade parts mode as simple and easy as possible. I guess I fumble with it more than I probably should, but I did get this to Showsy Storm. I have a link down below where you can get yours too. There are two different versions of this with box for, was the one I got for $115, and then later after they showed up, they have some without box. Now I don't know if they took them out of the box and found a cheaper way to ship it, or it was cheaper for them to purchase without a box. I don't know. But you can save 15 bucks and not get the box. I don't think anybody really wants the box. And I would have gone that route, but I'd already ordered this one. So anyway, let's get into taking a look at this. I mean, yeah, I'm blowing the load right up front and saying I like it, but there's trials and tribulations along the way coming up. Here's the box. If you get it in the package, you get it in the box. That's what you get, a brown box. The reason it costs $15 more is the shipping, and I'm sure they get a little bit cheaper price to get one without the box. But I don't know. Maybe they took them out of the box and put them in a bubble melter or something. It's still going to be in a box when it comes, but not as big of a box. Anyhow, and then when I showed, that's how it is in the plastic. And then there's the little pieces go right there. But they kept falling out because there's so much weight involved here. Hey, no mother-in-law jokes. All right, so here are the parts you're going to get. You're going to get the legs. You're going to get the feet, which connections, and you're going to get another torso and chest piece. And I was on the fence on getting this, by the way. I said that from day one. But I do like this color scheme better. The blue is still kind of nice, though. It's not bad. It's not a bad color scheme. But you can notice that you've got kind of a gray. Doing a side-by-side is going to be hard for me because I never got the Liberation kit. I went back and forth on that too, but if you get the Liberation kit, you don't get hands. So anyway, this is what you get, so let's just go ahead and start putting this bad boy on and see how much I like it. So here are the combining parts broken down, and as I do this, I'm going to just kind of put the old ones away. But here is the new waist, and it's not just the color. Yes, we have the color, but it's also the shape. And so that's the thing that kind of got me. I was like, yeah, I do kind of like the shape, the cleanliness, the smoothness, the more tunedness. I like that. So it's not just, oh, it's instead of blue, it's gray. That's all there is to it, which is what at first kind of what I was thinking. So now I'm going to put this guy over. Here are the torso comparisons here. And as you can see, a more cartoony look to it. Probably what people would prefer the most. And yes, I do prefer it. I actually went back and forth for over a week whether I was going to get the kit or not, and I think this chest plate sold me on it, put me over the edge on it. And so with that, this is different chest plate. The heads are different colors too, and one thing that's going to be kind of a created issue is the fact that, as you see, this is blue, and so is over there the Motormaster. And you're gonna look over here. Wait, is that Motormaster? No, it's Onslaught. Well, let's say Motormaster, Onslaught. I just had to move Motormaster to get to this. This is gray, so it's going to be gray and blue, where this was all blue on the torso. So that's going to be kind of an issue that pops up. I mean, you're not going to see it so much in your display, but when you have it down handling, it's going to probably look a little odd. But anyway, that's the torso. Let's get it moved out of the way here. So we're going to build this bad boy. Then we get into the legs. Now, this has been something that I've always kind of had a bit of an issue with, because you watch the show and you like it, obviously, because you're buying the stuff from the property. But you handle the toys your whole life, and they're always colored the same color feet. And then, yes, the cartoon does have this coloration on the feet. So I'm going to go with it. But if you have this kit, you can do whatever you want. You can just leave these how you want, or how they are, if you still like having the silver feet or the gray feet, which, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the different color feet, but, I mean, am I being too controversial here? They are smoother, so I guess they win. Starting at the bottom, Swindle. My favorite of the set, by the way. I think it's the best figure and character. I just like the smoothness of him. Maybe was he the first one, or was Brawl the first one? I couldn't remember, but I know that I really liked Swindle the most. All right, so you're gonna put it in here. It is sort of keyed. You see how it kind of slides in there, and then you're gonna slide it in there, and then you're gonna come up and tab it in. And I'm wondering, I never could get the other one to tab in super tight. I wondered if I did something wrong here. You know, if I did something wrong, I'd be happy to fix it. But this never holds in tight for me. It's not a big deal because everything else holds in tight. But I wonder if I'm doing something off. If I did something off. Anyway, I don't get that tabbed in very tight myself. All right, getting into Brawl here. I already started the party here with these. Now I'm going to go put these away. I actually just noticed the feet are shorter on this one. His toes are a little bit longer. Just noticed that. All right, next we are going to plug. There's a hole and there is the tab, and it is, like I say, keyed because it can only go one way. Only goes one way, and then this folds up here and tabs in, and then you're supposed to have to, yeah. I'm gonna wait and close that off. Once we close this up, we close the rest of that off. So there's that. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's just go ahead and get it right on there. So we're gonna slide this into here. Come on, Mike, you can do it. I've done this before. You have done that yourself. Oh, what was that noise? Then you got to go in here and just tab all these tabs in. Give it a good, nice squeeze. Oh, there it goes. There, it's all clipping in. And then the piece that fell off goes right here. So there's that piece fell off on me. And then nice, tight, firm. Nice and tight, nice and firm. Now to get swindled, we're going to slide this piece onto here. And then I think that's all it needs. And then I'm not sure. I just can't get that like to tab in tight. Maybe I did something wrong in his transformation, but he still stands fine, so it doesn't bother me. But now we're going to have to, you know, the hole started at the bottom. Now we are here. And now I have to go at it a bit different. So we are going to slide this onto that like we did before. How we always do about this time. Oh, that's tight. There it is, all the way on there. And then there's going to be 1, 2, 3 tabs, and then the neck's going to come down and clamp on. And then there's a couple of tabs on that. So I'm just going to do all this. It's all going to line up just right. Fold it down, and then you got to push these tabs in real good. I got that one in real good. This other one's not going in for me all the way. And the other set I had, I couldn't get it in all the way either. I mean, I can tell it's still there doing its job. But I'm going to have to get this tripod up higher. Next up, we got to slide. So we got to slide this. You got to open this back up. But you got to slide this on. Sure, I'm going to be the most dainty about this. Oh! Look what I did. I ripped that off doing it. Oh. let me put this back on. This should be easy. Watch this be the hardest thing, getting this back on. Alright, the arm's not the problem. The chest piece was. Alright. So what's going to happen here, let's see if I can get it from a better angle. Are we getting it? Are we getting it at all? We're going to close it up. And then we're going to tab that in. And, well, just do it with one hand, Mike. And tighten all that up. Let me get the rest of that off camera. Now for this one, if you remember, we are going to slide this up. So we're going to slide this from the bottom, starting at the bottom. Now we are here, starting at the bottom. And then once you close it back up, that is ingenious actually how they did that. Which I don't know, maybe other Bruticus and Bruticus have done the same. I just don't remember. And then I'm going to go back around and like put all these other parts back on. Can't even remember where they fell off from. Lastly, I don't know. I don't know if I like the new ones better. Pop that off. Pop the new ones on. Just turn it till it fits. And then it fits. And then do the other one. Alright, here he is. Getting them all in frame is a bit of a challenge. But this is pretty much done. The done deal. Get it done. I do think it looks pretty good. I think I did a good job with him overall. And I like it better. Again, you're going to see the torso having part blue. It's two-tone. Blue and gray. It's just something you're going to have to deal with. I'm going to have to come back and clean that up a little bit. When I put it in my display, he's too tall for my display, so I have to pose him in a strange, weird pose anyway. So I'm going to be messing with him quite a bit to get him in my display. And I have to open all that up to make those cannons shorter. But yeah, he looks good. He looks really good. He is really pimp and menacing. I should have taken the camera back even further. And that's what I like about him. I like the size, I like he's big. And littleness, I like that he's this size. I don't want him to be smaller. The place I chose to put him is it's about 2 inches too short. And yeah, people will be like, well, you should hold out for a MMC. And that's a good way to mix and match companies. Like you can get MMC and put it in the spot. But there's a specific place I wanted him. And he still looks amazing there. So, but I do like this kit more. Now that I've got it on it, now that I got it in hand, I definitely suggest getting an upgrade. $100. If there was a way to get the hands, I'd buy the Liberation kit too. And have both, but without the hands, I'm glad y'all pointed that out to me before I bought the Liberation kit, because I was going to. This looks good. I think I'll spend that money and buy a second Swindle, because I like Swindle so much, so I can have the only bot mode representation will be a Swindle. And so you don't feel swindled out of a comparison shot, there he is standing next to Megatron, and I will point this out, if I can get it to look right. Megatron looks almost a little stylized compared to how Toon Bruticus looks. If you literally look at it, he's got, I mean, this is the best looking Megatron in the Masterpiece scale currently. I also like the DX9 version, but looking at how Toon we got now, I mean, this is what I like. I like the Toon look. Will we get a Magic Square Toon Megatron? I mean, that's, to me, when I'm looking at this, I'm thinking that Megatron would look so amazing if he was more Toon, more like this. But I'd like a nice overcoat, nice sheen to it. Which I will kind of say, these don't really seem to have quite the shine as the figures, as like the waist piece and stuff. But overall, still looks fantastic. Here he is next to Optimus Prime. And this is, like I said, this is the Magic Square Optimus Prime. We'll get to the Starscream in a second here. Looking at the Magic Square Optimus Prime compared to this, that looks closer to matching to me. Like what they gave us with the Optimus Prime is closer to the cartoon. and matching this. And my big complaint about that Optimus Prime was the back part, the backpack piece, which in person I can still see it. It doesn't bother me at all anymore. It's that good. It looks that good. Now as for Starscream, that's the Yellow Park mini Starscream, kind of in the show. I think he was a little smaller than that when he sat on his shoulder, but that looks pretty good if you want to repeat that. You know, Bruticus is Starscream's baby, his creation, but it's getting into tax season. Well, some people already got taxes back, but do you have Starscream on your shoulder when you're thinking about your deductions? You know, you could claim that third-party Shockwave as a deduction, right?
We Decepticons don't pay taxes.
Alright, so this is my look at the Magic Square Bruticus upgrade set, and I think it's a good set. I would have rather have gotten this in the first place, but actually the other color scheme and the toy look isn't that bad. This is the MS-P03 Lord of War upgrade parts. Would have liked to have had the gun. I thought I had Magic Square's gun. I know I do. I know I've got Magic Square in gun mode Shockwave somewhere, but I put that one in. That's from another... I don't even know what the name of that one is. For some reason, I thought that was the Magic Square for a while, and now I remember that's not at all Magic Square, but it's not perfect. Some of the issues still carry over from the original set, where this hand comes off real easy for me. I don't like that, but I do feel like my Swindle's holding on a lot better than with the first set. Now, maybe that's just me putting it on better, but I still have issues with tabbing that back piece in. So I might have done something wrong with the Swindle transformation. I don't know. I got Swindle and Swindle transformation. But I do recommend this. If you have this set, I recommend you get it. This upgrade kit. If you like the toon look better, like I do, if you're happy with the toy look, by all means, stick with the toy look and there's no need to get this upgrade kit. It's not an upgrade to you if you don't like the toon look the most, like I do. But I did get this to Show Store. I have a link down below where you can get yours too. Remember, TH, support the reviewer, help the channel out, like and subscribe. And there's going to be 2 different versions. I'm just linking the one with the box for $115 in the description. Tell your ringer out.
Bruticus angry. Bruticus devastate. Devastator.